appealing to me.
And for those listening and watching who might not be familiar, what is the elevator pitch for Destiny New York?
Destiny New York, in the briefest terms, is it takes the idea of the fantasy hero, how the story always ends when the prophecy is fulfilled. This happens. This is what happens next. The extended pitch is it follows a girl who had a prophecy made about her when she's young. She completes her destiny when she's just 13. Now she's entering her 30s, trying to figure out life post destiny.
Oh, that's actually an interesting idea.
Very much.
Cool.
So what were the influences when you're creating that idea? Like, how did you come upon this story?
How did I come upon the story? I mean, it was a mixture of a lot. I was in the middle of my Robin Hood run. I talked to you when it was volume 3. This run was the ongoing, which would be technically volume 4, but we just called it the ongoing. It was a new issue 1 through issue 20. And I had an idea for a middle arc that didn't end up getting made, and it just stuck with me. And it was really a scene or two that I ended up developing into a separate pitch, and I was just really interested in the idea of, following characters to places where we don't usually see. These fantasy stories have that kind of like built-in ending if it's prophecy based. And beyond that, influences were, funny enough, Tegan and Sarah. Harry Potter was a major influence because that's, we have a character who is a bit of a Harry Potter parody character who starts that way and then grows in his own direction. And that was the core, that's our generation's defining fantasy story. So I wanted to sort of subvert that and approach it in a way where, the story isn't over once the hero does X. And beyond that, work like 6 Feet Under and The Sopranos and Leftovers were a major force of inspiration for me there. And I can go on and on, but largely it was the core was me wanting to do a long-running series where I explore multiple characters and one specific core theme over the course of a decade or more.
Cool. So when did you get into this process of now turning it into a TV show? And you said that they're looking at actors and you're surprised. Obviously, I know you can't talk a lot about it, but is there an issue, like, because you're talking about this like it's your baby, like there has to be a level of trust in the people that are going to be creating the show. Like, do you have any doubts about it? How's that?
No, they made the con. They made Sainthood. I have no doubts now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
How involved are you going to be in the day-to-days of the show? Like, are you going to be actually working with the writer's room, or is this something you're just going to kind of hand off and let them kind of do their thing with?
That I don't know personally. I am going to be. I have some work in the show. I definitely want to make sure that my word is heard. But at the same time, I recognize that it's a different medium, and I am ready to do I'm ready to play whatever part I can, while also realizing that there are many hands at work in shaping this into what it's going to be.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.